Part 3. You thinking that you could save the world or save this one or save that one is what led to you being in such a long and drastic hermit phase recently. Because you had to allow the parts of you that had absorbed everything that these other people that you were stepping in to save had placed upon you, the things that you took from them. It's like you traded your power to other people in return for their burden, for their karmic burden. And like, what? What is that? But that's gone. Through the knowledge you've obtained, you've learned how to drop that baggage or transmute it if you can. Absolutely drop it. It made you feel trapped. It made you just turned your world upside down, But now you're good. Through all that, going through all that made you realize that it's really up here. It's about your mindset. In whatever situation you may be in, it's about your mindset, your perception of it. And this attitude is what's going to allow you to bless yourself and everyone around you. Because you're undertaking another journey here, basically. You're going on another quest of mastery because the first one was just so awesome, right? And with the first one, the emotions were just a lot. But you dealt with them. Emotions lead us to discoveries about ourselves. With me, I find it's always like starts usually like a weird ache or pain or like weird feeling somewhere. And if you go into that, breathe into it, love into it, go into your heart space, and you find that source of that discomfort, it's almost always 100% an emotion. Like, why am I feeling this? Where is this coming from? And you just sit with it, and it'll tell you, it'll show you. And then you have the choice to relive that cycle, go into that again, right? Because if you buy into it and you say, oh yeah, that's right, that really pissed me off or whatever, then you're going back into that cycle. It's literally a karmic cycle, right? And that's how you broke all these other karmic cycles, was that you would feel the emotion, find the thought belief pattern, ditch that belief pattern, formulate a new belief pattern, and then every single time after that, you got to make that choice again. You chose your new belief pattern. And remember this guy from the beginning, the King of Swords? That is how you achieve mastery over your thoughts, circumstances, reality, anything, right? You change your belief pattern around it, because truly, the world does revolve around you. I don't know what anybody ever told you, but it does. So when you change your belief pattern and your thought about something, then you start a cyclical ripple effect in which you change the reality that you experience. Hand of God. So this doesn't make the fact that you've literally died 1,000 deaths any more digestible or palatable, but it does give you something in return. This something is basically the greatest thing you're ever going to know, and that's mastery. Okay? And the thing is, you have to share it. This guy from the beginning, page of wands, the journey we're going on, which, remember I said, change the little things and you change all the big things. And then the side quest becomes the main quest. Okay. That is the culmination of the quest, is sharing things, the things you've learned with other people. And you will be seen as an authority with this because of your dedication to it and your mastery of it. This is your new foundation. This is what you build from here on. And by building your foundation on yourself instead of building it on others and what they need. Remember, we talked about those karmic cycles that we were breaking. So when you would build your belief system around others, then the world gave to them because that's what your belief system was built around. But when you give to yourself, then you become the queen of your own reality because you are the one who reality is centered around. This is your calling. This is something that will fulfill you forever. You will never get tired of it. You love being intimate with this part of yourself, you know? It's almost like there's always something new to discover, and that just turns you on and makes you love yourself just even more. I know you thought you miss your family, you miss, the family you had, but guess what? New foundations built around you. You're going to have that again. It's coming. And no, you're not. It's not too late. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't miss anything. It's coming. And you don't need to master anything else. All you have to do is let it flow. Stand in your Empress energy, okay? Stand in your Empress energy and allow this to come to you because that's truly, honestly, what divine femininity is. You stand in your desire. You stand in what you expect. I don't like to use the word need because if you're in your divine feminine energy, you're not needy. You expect things, okay? Stand in your expectations and watch what happens. It's going to lead to something that builds a whole new life for you. And that is your justice.